Alright guys, what is up? We're having a bit of a chess boot camp live tournament on lichess, and I'm playing Paul, and Paul has opened with the English. Now, it just so happens that now what do I do here? I watched a video on this earlier on today. So this is the one thing you have to watch out for. So there's this idea against the English that you develop, e5, develop your bishop, trade off for the knight, and then put all your stuff, all your pawns on dark squares. Now, I think here, that doesn't work. So do I have to go here? No, it's this. Is it this? I counterattack the knight. Can't remember. No, because then he just takes my bishop. Ah! What do I do? What do I do? Can't remember. Maybe this. And then if b4 I counterattack the knight. Not sure. I'll have to revise it. Because this was the one move that the guy in the video said to watch out for. Okay, and now I think I play this. And now if the knight moves, I can just take the pawn. If the pawn takes my bishop, it's taken away from the centre. I take the knight and take him towards the centre. And I should be all right. And this, the idea of this is that you throw your English player off his perch straight away. I've used quite a bit of time. Okay, so I take the knight. He gets a pawn. However, he's got doubled pawns on the A file and the D file if he captures. He really should capture, because otherwise I'm going to have a lot of central control. And also this pawn hangs, by the way. Yeah, this pawn hangs too, so I can recapture immediately. Okay, so what do? Do I take that and pin this guy, threaten this guy? No, you don't. You don't recapture me. I think he said that in the... I've got a little memory, little birdie sitting on my shoulder saying, don't recapture the pawn immediately. Develop and get the king safe. And now you see I have no dark square bishop. I have two knights. So what do we want? We want, when you are rich in knights but poor in bishops, then you prefer a board that is locked, that is closed in the center. So the move d6 is definitely going to be played, right? I want to lock the center, making it hard. Okay, good move by my friend there. Good move by my friend. Right, so I think it might be time for this, because this pawn could be a Peter. Let's take the pawn. Might come around here and attack from the rear. I think that was a good move. I like that move. I approve of the move. Okay, queen's moved there. She's not undefended, nothing. I'm tempted to bring my knight out. I'm going to have to... Oh, can I... He can't save... Oh, he's got that. Let's just bring the knight out, defend this pawn, control some centre, yeah? I've got control over all the centre now. Queen's controlling it, both knights controlling it, pawns controlling it. It's not bad. Material is equal. We've lost a pawn each. Okay. I'm going to castle. Knight d4 is also a thought. Hits the queen, comes with tempo. This rook hangs. Well, it doesn't hang, it's undefended. The queen's the only defender of that. Nothing defends this. Right, so I can like highlight undefended things. Also, sometimes highlight things that are defended only once. Okay. Now, if I go here, he might take. I think rook e8 isn't a bad idea. I'm also thinking about b6, bishop b7. Do I have to worry about my queen getting stuck? I don't think so, so let's play that. So Paul is rated almost 1500 on lichess. In rapid, I'm rated just over 1800 on lichess. Okay, he's developed the knight. Alright, so I've got attack on this, it's defended once. I attack this, he's now got decent control over this square. If I go bishop a6, he might trade off bishops, but then I recapture and then he can't castle. And I approve in general. Okay, he's traded off. Now my queen's looking at this square. Oh, what have you done there? Ah, you got my pawn. You got my pawn, right. Now, if I take, we've got bishop takes. Bishop takes, don't want that. I feel like this is the right way to go. Just line it up with the king. King's not going left. If king wants the castle, he's going right, and that ain't going to happen because there's no c-pawn there. So this is a big imbalance now. So we've given up on the idea of imbalanced bishop colours and all that kind of stuff. Well, to a degree. And now there's only one bishop left on the board. Okay, so main thing is I'm attacking the knight. Twice. He takes me, I'll recapture the pawn. In fact, if he takes me, I can immediately go in for that with check. And king will have to go left. So you see, actually, losing this pawn in the middle of the board is not a travesty for black at this point in time, because white's king's still in the middle of the board. So what are you going to do, Paulie? What's he going to do? All the Chess Boot Camp players are getting stronger, and you have to be careful. I mean, Paul's one of those who turns up to a lot of the live sessions. So he's getting like hours and hours of live sessions a week. Okay. Right, so he's declined the... Now, if this... Interesting move, f4 though. My knight can't go there because of the pawn. Can't go there because of queen. I can attack queen. I could double attack queen. And then maybe put... Oh, I like this. Means I like this. Means I like this. Mucho style. Okay, here, right, I've then got two attacks on the queen. I've got rook and knight hitting the queen. Now, but also, wherever the queen goes, doesn't really matter. She's not going there. Right, wherever this queen goes, I'm going to have my knight can then go from here to here, because the only piece defending that square is going to be the queen. So I'm a pawn down, but I have plenty of initiative. I mean, no, Paul had started playing the English. I guess because he's very familiar with what I play, he wanted just to avoid all of that stuff. So I like this move. It also means I've got two attackers on there, but you have to be careful with moves like this. Because this is a rook long-range piece, I would effectively pin my own knight against my own queen if I did that. Also making life hard for my queen, because my queen has to defend the knight. So is the risk worth the reward in that one? This queen goes somewhere. I come in with check. King can't go there, can't stay. Yeah. Alrighty. Okay, I see your mind. So I have to play my rook back here. So he's got two pieces now looking at f7. You devil, you. Nothing's defending that, but if I allow queen to take, let's just say I grab a free pawn. I'm not really threatening a mad mate. Takes, queen can't take there, so takes, it's probably pawn takes. then the attack's kind of off, isn't it? If I take bishop takes, there's no attack, I can win the pawn. Right, I'm going to have the knight. I'm going to have the knight, I think. This is still kind of a weakness, but still kind of an annoyance as well. It's overextended, but it's overextended right down my throat. Okay, now this is a free pawn. I'm not worried about bishop takes here, and I'm not worried about the queen attacking on the dark squares. A, because the queen's on a light square, and also this pawn's now in the way of attacks down here, so it's, you know, covering any kind of those. Now, what about if the queen comes around? Well, if the knight's there, it's not a problem. Take the pawn. Also got threats of like coming in here or here with my own queen, which could be less than pleasant for my friend here. It's just not easy to get to either of these squares. If I could, unopposed, get to one of these squares, it's mate in two. Because I take, check, king moves one way, and then I mate on the other one. I feel like I'm getting a little bit better at spotting mating patterns. This pawn's pinned, has to be noted, on f7. I'd like to play that and shoo the bishop away, but I can't at this present moment. There's part of me that is toying with the idea of sacking the exchange, because I've got this awesome sexy knight. Okay, now my queen wants to come there and can't. My queen could come here with a mate in one threat. What does my opponent do? Has to play rook there or drop the queen back in some way. No, rook there fails, I think, to rook here. Then he can't take because it's mate. So I'm going to think, look, I've got 4.5 minutes. Let's not rush stuff, Hunty, come on. This is a major threat. Checks, captures and threats is the name of the game. Okay, I'm not bothered about this rook. If anything, it's prevented the king. Okay, I'm doing it. I'm doing it. It's put the pressure back on Paulie. He's got 3 minutes on the clock. There's something about this over the board match and the intensity of it. It's given me some kind of a fresh enjoyment of the game. You know, really starting to get a kick out of going that one level deeper. And it feels like I needed the OTB game, or you know, these first two experiences that I've had to do that. But yeah, I feel like my chess has improved in the last 2 days since I played that game. Apart from anything else, yeah, okay, so queens drop back, interesting. Now, this doesn't work because queen can capture the rook and still defend that. Okay, now, this bishop's under attack, the only defender is that pawn. What have we got here? If I go here, attack the queen, pawn takes, check, doesn't work. Oh, queen, maybe. I take the bishop takes, bang, I'm attacking. That's not bad, but quite honestly, it's not a good bishop. I think I'm going to kick the bishop backwards. I may even play f5 at some point to defend the knight, but it's not on an outpost anyway, because d3 would kick it away. This pawn is, however, it must be said currently, incapacitated because it's pinned by my queen in an absolute pin. You're absolutely pinners. 1 minute 45, mate. Tick tock, tick tock. That, I think I just take, pawn takes, queen takes, double attack, wide open board. Am I still a pawn down? No, not a pawn down. But you see king safety again raises its head. You know, you want to get your butt castled early on. So my over the board game this week, my opponent wasted a lot of time chasing my bishop up the board, wasted a bunch of moves, never got his king castled, and by the time he was ready to, he just couldn't. Then he ended up going the wrong way and blundered, just walking straight into the snake pit there, thinking, oh, I still better castle well. Okay, that's a check. I can't block with the queen, I can't block with anything, it's either go here. Feel like f8 is slightly safer than h8 somehow. I think they're both alright. No, but that one's in line with the rook. So let's just go in the corner, eh? Just go in the corner. And now I'm threatening mate in 1. Okay, you've missed it. Hey? Yeah, there we go. Good game, Paul. Good game. Right, let's go back to the tournament, see if we get another one, yeah. Right, Pete's on a streak of 4 and Ash is on a streak of 4. Interesting times. We've got 9 players in. We'll see when the next game finishes. We'll hang around a bit. So here's what this is. Wickster against Paul. Is this the one that finished? Yeah, this is mate, isn't it? This is a crazy mate. Look at that. So king's in check. Can't go there. Can't take the pawn. Wow. No idea how that game panned out. Cool, okay, so where am I in the rankings? I'm number 6. My first game, I defaulted because I was trying to set up record and it didn't work. Alright, here we go. Paul again. Right, so this is Paul, got free game off me earlier on. Okay, we're going Danish, Paul. Are we going Danish? Are we going... Yes, let's go Danish. Alright. Centre game accepted. Danish gambit accepted. Full Danish. Is he going to go for the full house? He's 2 pawns up and this pawn is a goner. Is there a chicken in my house? Thank you. No, because he's... Okay, so he's brought the knight out. In general, it's e5 when the knight comes out like that. This knight is a target. Now, I could capture here and defend the pawn. But this pawn is mine anyway. That's there for the taking. Unless he comes in here. But that could cause him problems anyway. Because I've then got, for example, queen here. So move I often forget in the Danish. Attacking the knight and also threatening mate here. Okay. Right, this is a move. This is a known... This is a thing. C2 push. Knight still hangs. I looked at one of Pete's games earlier on where he left a piece hanging at one point. Opponent didn't see it either, but I don't think. Right. So what are you going to do? I'm already up on the clock. Yeah, so you should always take a survey of what is undefended and what is under attack on both sides for yourself and your opponent. Every move. Until it becomes second nature, you should be doing that, okay? There's a classic mating idea there. Don't expect Paul to fall for that. Am I calling Paul again? Pete, sorry mate. Because it's PXM and I just go, because my dad's name is Paul. I've already called him Paul in the chat. Okay, interesting. Very interesting. My first thought is just to drop the bishop back, maintain the attack on the knight. However, if I take the knight, he takes, I take here, then he's going to have bishop takes. But again, his king's going to be in trouble. I think just drop back for now. This is also an idea. I mean, this would pin the knight on the queen. So what's he going to... Now he's got to move. My bishop's actually slightly better there because it's defended by a pawn on that square. Alright, chickadee-doo-dah. So I've got knight here, bishop here. It's a bishopy board, so I'd like to keep the bishops. Right, I'm going to block with my knight. Keep my bishop flexible. Right, now I've got queen takes, which I think is alright. Let's just check. Defends the pawn. Yeah, it's alright. Okay, so knight's going to come out. I want a castle. I don't want Pete to castle. Okay. Queen here is the thought, because I look at f7. That pins this pawn. My knight can take a different route into the board, that's not a problem. Do I have checks? No checks. Can't go there, can't go there, can't stay there. This is a thought. Any of these are thoughts. So, I'm thinking queen f3. Sanity check looks okay. Bishop out is not a threat because it's not defended. Okay, so now, I'm guessing knight will probably come out to there. I'd like to threaten to take this knight because this pawn can't recapture because it's mate. That's the problem. But I think my priority needs to be get castle, connect the rooks. I've got open files, I've got lots of space here, so it's a game that is going to suit rooks. I expect Pete to castle. Off he goes. Right, now let's go here. Might even like do this, something like that, I don't know. I want to get castled. I am a pawn down, but I'm definitely up in development with 3 pieces out on the board to Pete's 1. All this stuff, everything on the queen side still in the box. Okay, so he's attacking my pawn. I can develop my bishop and defend. Don't see a downside to that. Nope. He's got rook e8, adding a second attacker. That's not a major one for me. Also note I've now blocked my queen's view of f7. I want to castle short. I want to get my rooks probably onto c1 and d1. d1, well, they're both semi-open with only a black pawn on there. This is semi-open with a white pawn, which gives my rooks less scope, because my rooks can't capture a white pawn that they can capture that guy. I mean, if I was feeling very brave, I could long castle, put a rook straight on d1. But castles is the default move. Oh, never a bad thing to have a default move lined up. Is a bad thing to play your default move automatically without checking what just happened on the board. You've got to balance these things. 35 minutes left of the tournament. Don't have to worry about this. Bishop's got that covered. Still thinking about this move. Then if he takes, it's pawn takes, but I'm still a way off because having put my bishop there, maybe what I need to do is drop the bishop back like I did with this guy. And just renew my queen's view. Actually, no, it's not even a checkmate threat anymore because he's castled, isn't he? Huh. Right, you can't get there because bishop takes, so his only idea must be to come here, target that bishop. I'm just going to castle, I don't know. You can't go there. This is a thought, in which case I think I'll just drop my bishop back to g3. Or I might just take the knight with my queen. Depends how I'm feeling. Not sure about that move, mate. I do love the Danish, you know. It's so spicy. Okay, he can't come here because of this. Now the only danger there is that this bishop is now in a potential discovery against the queen. So what I have to check in my mind is, before I consider kicking the knight there and trying to take it, right, is if I was to take there, can this knight move with check? Well, it can't, because it's on a light square, king's on a dark square, it doesn't work. So I'm kicking the knight. If he goes here, he gets took. If he goes here, he gets took. Right, so this knight is on his way backwards. And how about knight d4? Attacking this bishop. Lovely centralized square for the knight. So knight d4 is the thought. Bishop g3 is the thought. There he goes. Now, knight d4 is not an option, so I'm going to just drop my bishop back. He could take it if he wants to, in which case I'll recapture with the h-pawn. This is attack defended only by queen. So one of the rooks to d1, maybe rook f to d1, I think. Pins the pawn. Oh, hang on. Yeah, this has also created a discovered attack against the bishop, so he's got that to think about. He can't go there and hit the queen. He probably should drop back as well. This is also a... oh, hello. But now I get bishop, you get rook, I get knight, yeah? Or I get bishop, you get bishop. Either way is fine. Right, so if he takes rook, I recapture the king. Okay. If he took the bishop, I was just going to move my rook here, lined up with the queenie. Now I'm happy. This is good. So I've given up a rook and a pawn, but Pete's given up both bishops. And looking at the board, this is wide open, this board. There's so many lines around that this has just got bishop heaven written all over it. Look at this, for example. Yeah, light square bishop, drop back to c2, checkmate threats, and when you've got both bishops, you know, and a king lacking a knight and lacking piece support, happy hunting ground. Maybe rook there. I think my primary idea is bishop back to here and threaten to checkmate him. He's down to 240 on the clock. No point pushing this pawn, no point... what's that for? Okay, so now if this, he pushes g6, yeah? However, that and that is also a thought. So I'm going to play rook d1 with the idea of taking here and threatening mate on there. I don't have to do that because I've also got this idea, which does meet with g6, yeah. But then I can try and wiggle my bishop in. But I can't put my bishop here because queen takes it. If he plays g6, I'll have to drop my queen back, and then my bishop can go there defended by the queen. I've even got rook takes. Oh, he's pushed. Well, that falls to this. King goes in the corner, yeah? What's not to like? Have I missed something? Two attackers, two defenders. Or even take with the bishop, moves, and I win the rook. That's got to be preferable, eh? Then I've won back my exchange. And I have given up a good bishop, has to be said. Let's win that. Okay, now if queen takes, I win the pawn also, because I've now got two attackers to one defender. This pawn's defended by the bishop. My king is slightly safer than Pete's king. He said he's a moron in the chat. You're not a moron, mate. Okay. How about like this? Drop the bishop back. He's got two attackers on there now, hasn't he? Got two attackers on the knight. Maybe I just need to add a second defender like that. No heroics. If takes, takes. Fair trade. Might need to create an escape square for my king. But I do have e2 right now. I think we might do one for the road, don't you think? We've got 28 minutes, that's long enough for another one. So for those of you who enjoy the live action rapid, this is for you. This one goes out to you. King here isn't even a stupid idea. I'm thinking maybe something like f4. Bishop then guards this square. So bishop could block a back rank if it needed to. Okay, he's taken. I'm pretty sure I can take. If rook takes. Yeah, I can take. Pre-move the recapture. Alright, he's declined that. So, now what are we doing? Got 5 minutes on the clock. This and bishop in there looks very nice. His rook's now out of the game. You are out of the game. Huh. Check it out. Okay, queen blocks, also defends b2. Got to be careful not to get punked at the last minute now. Okay. Bishop there, pins pawn, defends rook, defended by queen. Happy days. 29 seconds. If back rank, I've got rook drops back. I think we are okay. See, that's why it's good to prepare these moves and to use your opponent's time to be checking them as well. So I've got queen here as an idea. Now you have to take the queen. 4, 3, 2, 1. I think this is okay. And it's time. Okay, cool. Nice, back to the tournament. Right, let's have another one. Oh, look, I'm up to number 3. And Ash is on fire. Okay, who have we got? Oh, we're playing Ash. Right, we're not going to do a... So Ash is 1568 provisional. We're not going to do another Danish. Should we go back to Vienna? Let's go Vienna. It's been a while. All right, okay, now this is... Can't remember what it's called, but this is a gambit move. Okay, and now we recapture the queen. So the point is here, we're targeting g7 and the rook behind it. Bishop takes knight, we can recapture the queen and nothing is harmed in the making of this picture. I'm also very close to castling queenside, has to be said. I can't remember what it's called. What's it called, that one? It's called, it's Russian name, some kind, I don't remember. Okay, knight attacks pawn. Now, if we're going Danish style, then we could go e5 with tempo. Now, what's going to happen if we go e5? If we go e5, knight could come here and hit the queen. We don't like this. I could develop bishop. It's a tall pawn for now, but it's doing the job, right? Job number 1, clear the back rank, get piece out into the board. Job number 2, defend the pawn. That's what I had to do. Right, now I'm going to develop another bishop. I'm going to pin this knight. Your ass is pinned. Your ass is pinned. You cannot move this knight. Your ass is pinned. And there's a threat. You see the threat? Back, 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 right? Evil pawns. Evil pawn attacks the pinned piece. Evil pawn attacks freely. Even though square it is of... Oh! Oh, move. Move, blood, move. Right, now. So he's got 2 attackers on the pawn. Interesting times. I'm going to defend it one more time with development. Right, it's more important than castling right now. Still intend to castle long. Get my rook onto the semi-open d file. I think Ash is from India. I think so. Oh, okay. Curious. Now, this is interesting. This is interesting, and this is where you have to stop. Because he's attacking my queen, and has also created a discovered attack against his own queen. Now, if I take queen, he takes queen. I take here. That doesn't look too bad. And then my bishop's actually defending this bloody pawn. I take queen. He's got to take queen, right? But then I save the bishop, and what he's got to do is run away. Yeah? So let's do this. If he takes my queen, he's not... You see, you've got to look at the continuation captures. Right, that's fine. But I now get a pawn and defend this son of a bitch, and this knight's still under attack, and he can't go here because of my bishop. So he's got to retreat here, here, or here. In fact, he can't go there because of my other bishop. So he's going to come back there. He's going to come back to there and hassle my bishop. Now, I can go there. Now, this pawn's actually pinned, so it can't... So hang on, if I come back here, has he got takes? No, he hasn't. This is okay. Bishop there is fine. Because I couldn't go there or there. I didn't figure it out that far. I apologise. What the flaming sword of Damocles is going on? Right, he's attacking this. He's attacking this. That's not a problem. If I castle long, he takes, I can recapture the rook. And am I worried about Gary? No, Gary, you were never my favourite child. No. Right? Gary was actually in the way of my assault on the king. So this suits me. I am not unhappy in the slightest over the death of Gary. Okay. Now this knight can't go here because it gets taken. Can't go here because it gets taken. Could go here. This is the only square he's got, really. Okay. There he goes, back having another sniff around my bishop. I could stick my bishop here. No reason why not. Idea is to bring the knight in, now attack h7. I like how all my stuff is now lined up against that bastard there, you know? This is what happens as you kind of improve. Oh! Right, okay, hang on, we have an en passant. But that drops the bishop to the rook. But then I have this. Hot damn. Or I can just take the pawn with my bishop. Right, calculation time. Okay, capture en passant. Pawn can't take as it's pinned. Okay, rook takes bishop. Haha, I got your bishop. Right, but then rook takes here. King is in check. Can't stay there. Can't take the rook because it's defended by the pawn. Can't go there. Can't go there. Can't go there. King has to go in the corner. Rook takes there. Let's try it. Let's try it. Oh no, I lost my bishop. That's the problem. I was kind of counting on still having that bishop. Bugger it. I mean, this is still not bad. So how are we doing materially? I'm up a pawn. So okay, so ha. Okay, Ash bottled it. Good to see. Now, I have this pinning the knight. I have this opening up the king. Got to be played. Surely it's got to be played. If knight captures, he's pinned his own knight anyway without my help. Right, now the bishop hangs. Okay, and now I'm going to throw in a check here. We've got all this stuff covered. This is just a lesson in attacking, really, isn't it? I'm actually even up a pawn, believe it or not, Ski. Right, I feel like I want to double up my rooks. Against this knight. Now, I'd also like to pin the knight, but I can't. Because to pin the knight, I have to put my bishop here. Right? Bishop can't go there or there, because this knight will grab it off in an instant. Or the rook. So I want to kind of come back to here, but I can't do that because I can't come by here. Because knight's controlling everything. So I think my bishop is staying there for the time being. Now, how about this? Bada boom, king moves here, check, king just goes back. Boring. Right, doubling the rooks we are. It's a 10-minute game. Or is it 10 plus 10? 10 plus 0. 10-minute game, I've got 5 minutes left. Right, use your time. Use your time, Luke. Your father was seduced by the dark side of Blitz. Huh. Right, now he attacks my bishop. Now he attacks my bishop, okay. So I've got an idea, like this, bishop here. Boom! That'd be almost checkmate, mate. Almost checkmate, blood. You're not having that bishop either. You can swivel. Ash, swivel to your heart's content. And this is the awesome power of the bishop. Right, 2 bishops on adjacent diagonals. Don't know what you're doing, don't care. I'm doing this. Bang. Boom. You target my knight. Doesn't matter. You're in check. In it. Now what are you going to do? Knight back blocks. Doesn't matter. Bishop takes, checkmate. Right? What else you got? Same thing. Great attacking game. Okay, 15 minutes left. We don't have time for another one, but that was a good one. Really enjoyed that. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. So, oh look! Oh man, I'm in the lead, despite forfeiting my first game to Pete or Paul. Nice one. That was good. Right, I don't know if we're going to get another one in, but we'll see. We'll see. If so, it's going to be a long video. I'll upload it overnight and happy days. But yeah, that was a really nice one. That was a really nice one. So, why did I get 4? Why did I get 4 for that game? I don't know. I don't know. Now it says hot 8. I guess I've scored 8 points in a row. I don't know. Doesn't make any sense to me. But we shall see. Okay. Yeah, so Ash says that was tough. It was, yeah. That's the Vienna for you. My other love. Yeah, anyway, look, I'm cheating on you with the Danish now, so suck it up. But, I mean, just... You could see the power of the bishops. Those 2 bishops working together at the end. Just too good, right? And remember that I was very conscious throughout the game to say, this is a bishopy board. I want to keep my bishops on the board. And I did, and between them they delivered checkmate. Those 2 pieces, combined with a pawn, checkmate, game over, thank you very much. Okay, so it looks like we're done. Looks like we're done on this. 14 minutes left. Don't know if there's going to be another game. If there is, then there's a chance that it could abort. I don't know. Don't know how that works. But yeah, good game. I think we'll leave it there. But thanks to everyone that I played. Pete and Paul and Ash. Good games. Thank you for watching. Hope it's been useful and interesting. And I'll see you later.